Introduce yourself. Tell us about all that you do, all your art, where we can find you, all that stuff.
Cool. So I'm Dale Novella, and I am the founder of The Wreck Life, which produces an event called The Poet Will Be Televised. I'm also a singer-songwriter and music producer and teaching artist. I teach all of the things that I do, of course. I'm originally from South Carolina, and I've lived in New York, mostly in Brooklyn, for the last 8 years. And The Poet Will Be Televised has been going on for about 6 years now, so we're very proud of that. Yeah.
Congrats. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
No problem. So how has the state of the world today, all of everything that's on the news, considering, our shutdown and our reopen and all of these protests, how has that affected you as an artist as well as your work?
As an artist, at least the quarantine I think it's been fine. Like, I made more beats and I was sitting at home kind of just connecting with people, which is during the school year, usually I'm running around and too tired to go to other events. So my social life is actually a lot less active during the school year than I would like it to be. So I think for as far as like quarantine, it's helped a lot. I actually felt a snag in creativity once the protest started up, just because it's emotionally draining to be reminded of like being a second class citizen, of the generations of oppression, of not just personal trauma, but generational trauma, community trauma. All of that is exhausting, and it can, at least for words, my words kind of been choked up. I've still kind of been able to make beats because for me, making beats is a lot more playful and releases a different type of energy. And I've just been trying to concentrate on that and being okay with that and where I am,
Yeah.
Just like, okay, I made a beat. I didn't write any lyrics to it, but the beat's there and that's good.
Right. And it's not something that you have to like produce and send out into the world and make money off of.
It's just there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I definitely agree. Like, I was at a point where I was trying to challenge myself to write every day. And then, these last couple of weeks have been so hard that I haven't even been pushing myself in that way. And sometimes you don't even need to. Like, just let yourself relax and just take in the moment and respond to it how you would naturally respond to it.
Yeah.
So what are some ways you've been affected by Black Lives Matter, this whole movement, and what ways are you vocal in terms of everything going on?
I've been trying to post more specifically towards that angle. But even social media is draining, just in general. It's always been draining for me. So especially during these times, it's even more draining. So I've been trying to, every time I connect with someone, I try to remind them to like give yourself playtime and just enjoy your moment, enjoy this moment, do something that you love every day, which is a practice we don't really get into because our society tells us we need to work, we need to be competitive, we need to have all these goals and we need to hit the goals. And honestly, if you're not resting and playing, you're not going to really enjoy hitting any of those goals. And you might even fall out of touch with yourself and what you really need. So I've been trying to give myself that room. And I've been looking into more organizations to get involved with that are actually making strides towards changing legislation, but I'm just taking it a little bit more seriously now because, for a long time I thought our society wouldn't really change for like 20 years. My kids are in high school and then that's when we have like all these problems work out. That's what I was saying. And I don't even have kids right now. So, it's going to be a lot.
The future.
But now it feels like we could enter that period of rapid change within the next couple years. It feels like it's starting now and it might come to a head next year or it might come to an end in like 6 years. So things, I think within the next 5 years, things will be really different. So I'm trying to look into more places to affect actual political change, and
Yes.
also just asking questions to people. Like, if you want to defund the police, okay, so these are all the questions that we need to be thinking about and need to
Yeah.
be imagining new futures for, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Wow. That's really great. So is there anything you want to share with anybody? Any organizations you want to plug? Any, even like, I don't know, a hashtag or an Instagram page for people to follow?
I know right now I'm actually in a samba band, a samba marching band called Batala, New York. And we're doing a fundraiser for, I think it's Mutual Aid of New York. But we're just collecting money for several different organizations, so they can check in with that. Follow us on Instagram and get all the information, or sign up for our email list on our website. And if you Google Batala New York or Batala NYC, it should come up. But Batala is like an international samba band that promotes Afro-Brazilian culture and music. So, and of course, samba was born out of like out of revolution. You know, that's what drums are for, right? So, so yeah, looking into these organizations that are promoting and fundraising and actually trying to keep, because without funds you can't keep movements going. Honestly, people get burned out. You need to be able to replenish your resources. So
yeah, definitely. So that's almost all of my questions. Some of these interviews are like a half hour, sometimes they're like 10-15 minutes.
okay.
So one of my questions though is, what is your favorite blackity black ass anthem? Your I'm Black and I'm Proud, or We Gonna Be All Right, or anything like that? What is your personal go-to? And you're a singer, so like, which one do you like to sing as well? I don't know how singers relate to music, so yeah.
Yeah, it's most of the time it is like, what do we like to sing? But lately I've actually been singing my own music. I've been working on an album, and I have 2 songs that I kind of have been rotating in my head. One's called Originators, and another is Black Girl Magic, which I've been singing for like years on end. So those are the main 2 songs. But it's like, I mean, my parents were all about blackity black music. So, so like, even if it's just like, I've been learning and reading and watching more like jazz documentaries and learning more about all the things that these jazz artists that we love, we forget that they were social justice warriors, for lack of a better term. And just connecting with that, and connecting with, like, you know, in the morning sometimes I play songs for like meditative songs for like Oshun or for Yamega, and connecting back to that, connecting to my ancestors and stuff. So those are the songs. But yeah, my songs, Black Girl Magic and Originators.
Yes, I do remember Black Girl Magic. Well, that was all beautiful, all great answers. Is there anything else you would like to share or tell everybody, or some inspiring words you'd like to give us all before we wrap up?
Yeah. Well, first I wanted to say that the Poet Will Be Televised is having the color challenge. And right now we're on the color orange, which relates to the sacral chakra that deals with joy and pleasure. We're taking submissions up until this Wednesday for an original poem, song, or rap, anything that describes your relationship with orange or how you interpret joy and pleasure. And it has to be at least a minute long, and tag The Poet Will Be in your video, and with the hashtag the color challenge. And also the winner gets $30. And then all 7 winners, because there's 7 chakras, right, will compete for a $50 gift card to Funkadelic Studios for services at Funkadelic Studios, which could be recording or rehearsal time or a t-shirt, whatever have you. So that's one thing. Nice. My album comes out on July 3rd, so stay tuned for that. Yeah. And just everybody be happy. Like, just it's okay to smile when shit is going down. It actually will probably make people who don't want you to smile even more mad.
Exactly. So please let me know. Well, I already know, but let us know your Instagram handle, just so we can remember, and your website and where we can find your album when it drops.
So my album will be on all streaming platforms. You can go to dalenovella.com, which will lead you to those links as well, and follow me at Dale Novella, or follow the poet at The Poet Will Be.
All right, nice. Thank you so much. So I'm going to wrap up there. This is Dale Novella, singer-songwriter. She was a feature in our 2019 photo series, 28 Shades of Black Magic.